The top pro and co-anglers are here to battle it out on Clear Lake for the Pro-Am Championship.
There he is.
Folks at home, come out to Clear Lake and catch some.
The best in the West have been working all season long to get here.
That's a big one.
Over $140,000 is at stake in the Lucas Oil Western Classic. Who will walk away a champion?
Got him.
This is a good one.
Welcome to the Wild West Bass Trail Pro-Am Championship on Clear Lake. After fishing Lake Shasta, New Melones, and the California Delta, the best anglers in the West are now competing for the ultimate title, the Lucas Oil Western Classic. The first day of competition on Clear Lake was impressive to say the least. Super clean pro angler Alex Klein kicked things off by bringing in 24.56 pounds to the scales, backed by a 6.35 pound largemouth. Christian Ostrander lands the number 2 spot, trailing Alex by 1/4 pound. We begin our coverage with current leader and super clean pro angler Alex Klein.
There he is. Bit net. Net. Right on. There we go, man. Right on. Check that out. Solid keeper. There you go. Solid keeper. Number 2 in the morning. But yeah, fishing these weed beds, it's just so vast and the fish could come from anywhere in it. You're just covering as much water and they're just moving in and out, swimming through the weeds. It's kind of a timing deal. You just got to cast in the right spot at the right time when there's a hungry one there.
Currently in second place, Christian Ostrander begins his morning of the Lucas Oil Western Classic by fishing on the west side of Anderson Island.
Well, I'm trying to run a lot of offshore stuff, but it hasn't really been going yet. Yesterday I caught some big ones later in the day fishing offshore, and I just hit some of my best spots and nothing really happened. So I'm just gonna pull up shallow for a little bit here and see what happens. But I know there's a bunch of big ones down this bank. I saw them all spawning the day before the tournament. I haven't been here yet, so hopefully we can get a couple.
There's a good one.
I mean, 2.5. I'll take it. It's not a bad little fish, I guess.
General Tire pro angler Ty Au is currently fishing inside of Jones Bay, already with a small limit of bass in his live well.
I think I got about 10 pounds so far. Fishing's been kind of slow for me today, but you know, I think today is going to be a later in the afternoon bite. Later in the afternoon, yesterday's, I did a lot of damage. So again, this lake has them. I know I'm in the right area. It's just a matter of grinding it through and running into the right pot of fish. Seems like they're, you know, moving. So again, I'm just covering a lot of water, just fishing thoroughly, going down the bank, hitting docks, tules, seawalls, and throwing mainly 3 different baits: a drop shot, of course a Yamamoto Senko, and I am flipping a creature bait.
A local to Clear Lake, Wayne Brazil is only 2 pounds behind the leader and is looking to move up the ranks.
Come on, be a good one. It feels pretty good. It's in the weeds though. Yeah, this feels like a good one. Yeah, that'll help.
Fat.
There we go.
Oh, that's definitely got some weight to it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I thought that fish was actually bigger because it had weeds all over it. If it had been all fish, I'd have been a lot happier. But you just can't tell when you hook them in that weeds. I thought he was a little bit bigger than that. I was hoping anyway. I guess that's because I'm wishing him to be bigger.
The Lucas Oil Western Classic is just getting started. More action from Clear Lake is just around the corner.
We've paired one of the most iconic hulls in the history of bass boats with a proven lineup of trusted accessories. We're bringing you best-in-class value and performance, leaving others in your wake. Turnkey value, turnkey performance. The Pantera 2 is an overachiever in the 19-foot category. Once you hit the throttle, you'll feel the rush, and there's no looking back.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
General Tire was born more than 100 years ago, right here in America. We've spent the last century tackling every kind of road this country has to offer, and especially the places without roads. So you know that with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
The Wild West Bass Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world. General Tire, anywhere is possible. Super clean, super fast, super easy, super clean. Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, because what you fish matters. And by P-Line.
We're very proud to have the Lucas Oil Western Classic coming back here to the city of Clear Lake. We're proud to have all the anglers coming back to our city, catching some good fish in this tournament, and some of the biggest fish can be found right here in Clear Lake, best bass fishing lake in the western United States. We have some of the best views that you can find of Mount Konocti, the volcano behind me. We have superb scenery throughout the entire lake and one of the biggest public beaches that you can find in Lake County as well. Come out and enjoy what we have to offer.
Welcome back to the Wild West Bass Trail. We're in the middle of the Lucas Oil Western Classic. Let's head back out on the water with second place angler Christian Ostrander, who trails the lead by just 1/4 of a pound.
It's not big.
Alrighty.
Yeah, net. Thank you. 3-pounder right there, so good tournament fish. Close enough, 2.8. It's a little skinny.
I got her. I got her. It's not a bad one right there. 3-pounder. Cool. The old Cinco. Couldn't catch that fish yesterday. Wild West, baby. Gotta get some big ones though.
There he is. Yeah, this is a netter. A little fatter than that 2-pounder I got. Not much, but a little bit. Not much, y'all, but a little bit.
Greg Gutierrez is a heavy hitter everywhere he goes. Greg is now looking for larger bass to pull out his limit and move into the top 10.
Oh, that one's gonna help, dude. Other and boom goes a dynamite. Oh, yeah. That might help, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
That should help. It's gonna be close. Let's go check her out. Well, I was starting to worry. I was thinking I wasn't gonna be able to catch a fish. Usually it's like, I'm on it. That was work right there.
After a long day out on Clear Lake, it's time for the anglers to head into Redbud Park to see who will make the top 10 cut and move on to Championship Sunday. Christian Ostrander moves up to first place with a 16.65-pound limit of bass. Jeremy McKay from Oregon moves up 2 spots into second place. Only 4.86 pounds separates first place from 10th place. On Clear Lake, that can be made up in just 1 cast. The top 10 is filled with some heavy hitters who are no strangers to winning under pressure.
This is my first year ever fishing Clear Lake, so Yeah, I think they have an advantage. You know, the weights are really stacked. All the weights are kind of like the same. I'm barely even leading it. So, you know, hopefully I go catch some big ones tomorrow. It might even be better that I haven't, you know, I don't know the lake. You know, I worked really hard. I pre-fished really, really, really hard for this. I'm talking like sleeping in my truck for nights straight, eating peanut butter and jelly. You know, I've worked hard for this. It feels good, but it's anyone's game. You know, I'm lucky to have what I caught today. I had to do something completely different than I caught all my fish yesterday, and I'm very, very lucky to have what I caught today. Extremely lucky. So.
It all comes down to this. The best anglers in the West have been cut down to just the top 10 pros and co's. Championship action of the Wild West Bass Trail is next.
At Mercury, we've spent 844,419 hours reshaping power. And this will give you powers you never knew you had. Powers over Mother Nature, powers over the laws of physics, even the power to impress your kids. Introducing the all-new V8 Mercury 4-stroke. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Hey everyone, Super Clean Pro Alex Klein here. First thing I do when I get off the water, grab a bottle of Super Clean. Take a couple sprays, spray it on your boat, grab a rag, quick wipe down. Works super fast and super easy. Keeps your boat looking sharp on and off the water. I highly recommend a bottle of Super Clean today.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Hey, it always feels great to make a top 10. You know, just to be out here fishing the third day with all the guys, and all these guys are great anglers, so it's going to be a challenge today for sure.
Got to get them today. There's a lot of really good fishermen behind me. I'm going to say if I catch, 18, 20 pounds, I could have a shot at winning this.
Getting that big bite to the boat is going to be the key to success. You got to get that big fish in the boat if you want to win against these guys.
Man, I've won this back in 2 years ago, and I want to win it again. I hate to lose, so definitely going to swing for the fences today, and hopefully I get them in the boat.
With only 4 pounds separating the leaderboard from top to bottom, it's going to be a close race to the finish. Who will leave Clear Lake with the title of champion for the Wild West Bass Trail? Christian Ostrander currently leads the field after bringing in a 16-pound limit across the scales yesterday.
Nah, I got him. I got him. Whatever. First little fish there. 220, not a big fish.
Jeremy McKay is looking for a big bite early in the morning along a rocky bank.
Yeah, I don't know how big he is. I didn't think that 4 yesterday was big either. The spot is money, man. Not terrible. Thank you. Yeah, not a giant, but it's a start.
Wayne Brazil begins Championship Sunday with a crankbait. Wayne already has 1 bass in his live well. There he is, he's back.
But hopefully today it's going to be different. This little wind blowing on it should make this spot better.
Get the net, buddy. Thank you. 2 1/4, a little heavier.
Should be able to get some down this bank here. But I think I said that down every bank we went down yesterday with you. Let's get some better fish.
There he is. That's a better one. Must have had his mouth open. I thought he was bigger than that.
Mid-morning, Alex Klein and his co-angler Tony Zanatelli are looking to cull out their limits of bass.
Got him. There we go. Woo, right on. Right at the boat. Oh, hold it. A little bit better one. Yeah, that'll call out one of the little ones I got from this morning. Fun bite though, right at the boat. Great way to catch them.
Right now I'm using a 6-inch Yamamoto Cinco watermelon red. They seem to really like this color. You know, anything with red in it. I'm assuming that the fish on here, you know, they're not on shad right now. From what I've seen, they're not on shad. So I think these fish are still on crayfish. I think that's why the red is working so well. But again, it's, I mean, I've cycled through every single color in practice and they're all working. It's just I prefer this color is my favorite color from, or one of my favorite colors in stain, somewhat stained water. It's just strong, man. Sorry, I thought it was a lot bigger. Looks like it's been caught a few times. There he is.
Coming to your right side. Right. Yep. There we go. Right on, good save. Thanks. I mean, is there a more fun bite than topwater? Folks at home, come out to Clear Lake and catch some.
Don't go anywhere. The Wild West Bass Trail will be right back with more action on Clear Lake for the Lucas Oil Western Classic.
When shooting extreme long range, I can always depend on my Macmillan ELR Beast.
Macmillan fiberglass stocks, molding the way America shoots.
At Mercury, there are no limits to the lengths we'll go to make sure you have no limits either. Unlimited adrenaline. Unlimited fun. Unlimited weekend. Except maybe having to go home eventually. Introducing the all-new V8 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Want to achieve the highest performance out of your outboard engine? Introducing the newest product from the makers at Lucas Oil, Marine Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. Lucas Marine Fuel Treatment stabilizes fuel and eliminates corrosion. It cleans and lubricates the complete fuel system. Perfect for marine outboard applications. Eliminates the need for higher octane fuels and will not void your warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The Wild West Bass Trail is brought to you by Mercury Marine, go boldly. Bass Cat, feel the rush. Fitzgerald Fishing, not just another rod. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. And by Protect the Harvest. It's Championship Sunday of the Lucas Oil Western Classic on Clear Lake. Let's head back out on the water with current leader Christian Ostrander.
I flipped a lot in practice and I caught a lot of 3-pounders, you know, and I just couldn't get a big one doing it. I couldn't get a 5 or 6 pounder. And so that's why I fished offshore and I caught some big ones in practice, fishing, 20 foot of water. And I thought I was gonna have fish coming to me the whole tournament. So I thought, I weighed 24 the first day. I thought I could have a shot at catching 20 the next day, and I only had 16 yesterday. And I didn't catch any deep fish whatsoever. I had to change everything. I flipped, I cold last minute with a frog close to the ramp. If I can catch 17, 18 pounds a day flipping, I think I'll have a shot. Maybe find some bedfish later, because those deep fish had to go somewhere, and my only thing is I think they would, roll up and spawn. 315, that's a good fish right there.
Ty Al already has a limit of bass around 11 pounds in the box.
You know, now I'm going to stick to my game plan here, which is to fish shallow and aggressive. And, you know, I have these fish located. I know that there's a ton of fish here. So I'm just, you know, junk fishing my way all the way back to the launch ramp, hoping I run into a few big ones, you know. Obviously, I made the top 10, so I'm super, super ecstatic about that. You know, I can walk away, whatever happens this tournament, I can walk away and say, yeah, I made a top 10 at Clear Lake. Yeah, some of the best anglers on the West Coast.
Nick Salvucci won the Lucas Oil Western Classic back in 2017 on Lake Mead. Nick is looking to repeat his success from the desert here on Clear Lake.
Haven't left. I've started here every day. I've been going between the old keys and the new keys. I think I'm the only one that's been starting here. I've just been grinding it out. But last couple days kind of haven't gone my way. But like I said, this style of fishing, you lose a lot of big ones. I just kind of feel like I lost more than my share. Just picking apart flipping. I've been punching everything. I just got a catfish a little bit ago. Caught a crappie yesterday. So whatever's down there, but it's kind of high risk, high reward. Lose a lot of fish doing this way. So I was happy to finally get the one. The one I got this morning is a little over 7 pounds. And it actually came out easy, right into the net like it should have been. So this is the big one I caught earlier I was telling you about. Caught the biggest one I have in the tournament. Yeah, I think I've lost a few in this class, but finally got one out of the water. It's weighed, I think it was like 733 is what it weighed on my scale. So one more of these, I think I got a shot.
Yeah, that's a big one. I thought it was bigger. Oh well. 3.5 pounder. Felt bigger. Man, come on, man.
Currently in 5th place, Greg Gutierrez is pitching in the thicker vegetation late in the day, trying to cull out his limit.
I am throwing that little baby beaver. It's just a little black and red baby beaver on a 1/2 ounce tungsten. And it just falls through the water really fast with a lighter weight. And it's got a smaller profile, so when they suck it, it just all goes in. I flipped a bigger bait around and it just hasn't been doing it. That's a big one. He's better. He's not as big as he thought he was.
The time has come. The top 10 pro and co-anglers head into Redbud Park to see who will come out on top as champions of the Lucas Oil Western Classic. First to come across the scales are the top 10 co-anglers. Tony Zanatelli takes the title on the amateur side of the Lucas Oil Western Classic with a 3-day total weight of 52.6 pounds. Now it's time for the pro anglers to weigh in and crown a champion. Day 2 leader Christian Ostrander will take the hot seat first as 10th place comes up. Ty quickly takes the hot seat after finishing the weekend with 53.77 pounds. Both Jay Bradshaw and Cliff King didn't have the day they were looking for. 18-year-old Lane Olson is up next. Lane, you got 18.36. Wow. Lane Olson takes over the hot seat. Nick Salvucci is up next and needs 18.15 to bump Lane.
This is going to be nearly 23 pounds, 22.98. Wow, on the final day, Nick.
Nick Salvucci takes over the lead with 60.95 pounds. The next 4 anglers to come up could not take the hot seat away from Nick, which leaves just 1 angler left to weigh in. Day 2 leader Christian Ostrander needs to weigh in a 20.06 pound limit of bass to win the Lucas Oil Western Classic.
Here we go, Gary. Put him on the scales. Needs 20.06. Golly, good bag of fish, but 19.13 came up short. Nick Salvucci, your champion of the Lucas Oil Western Classic. Hold it up high, Nick.
Feels good, it feels good. Clear Lake's one of my favorite bodies of water to fish, so it means even more to win it here. And Wild West put on a great show here. Good time of year for fishing and a lot of big ones in Clear Lake. And so basically I just committed to one area. I was only burning 5 gallons of gas a day, which is rare for me. I usually run and gun. And so 15 gallons total for the tournament, and basically started an area and stayed until it was time to come back for weigh-in. I just flipped my butt off. Arms are sore, body's sore from setting the hook, ribs are sore, but just grinded it out in one area, and it worked out for me. Wild West has had 4 TOCs. I've only fished 3 of them, and I won 2 of them, and it's a rare thing. There's only 2 guys that have won out of the 4 TOCs that Wild West has put on, and so it's a rare thing, and it's great.
The coveted Angler of the Year award goes to Chad LeBlanc on the amateur side in a tight race. And on the pro side, Greg Gutierrez takes the title of Angler of the Year. Greg dominated all season long and never finished below 5th place in a Wild West Bass Trail Pro-Am. Next time on the Wild West Bass Trail, some of the best anglers on the West Coast are in for a twist. These anglers have no idea what body of water they'll be fishing on. This is the ultimate challenge to test these anglers to find out who really is the best in the West.